when you hear that. You better run when you hear that. I said run when you hear that. You better run when you hear that. I said run when you 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 hear that. I said you better run. I said run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. You better run. I said run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. Run when you hear that.
Morning everybody. Got the band back together. Mr. Lukeford, Mr. Keel, and somewhere over there is Mr. Briggs. So, as Dad's called Right, there we go. Sorry guys, my mic wasn't quite switched on there. Good evening everybody. Welcome to the show. Bruce Foster, Chewing Fat. Yes Jeff, that was you. And Daz obviously. And video from last year, early last year, when we just went out for a bit of a cruise and just threw that video together. So it's an old one, I've played it before. But I thought, yeah, play it again, it was a bit of fun. So, yeah, welcome to the show, everybody. Tonight we've got Stephen Seenan on from Northern Ireland. He's going to talk about their club and their group and what they get up to over there in Ireland. Good morning, Stu. And who else we got on the show? Dave Vernal, good evening there. Chris, I don't know if Chris is still on. Good evening to him, if he is. Guys, give us a thumbs up if you're on. And we'll crack on with the show. Tonight, obviously, Stephen's on talking about the club. We'll do our usual roundup as well. And then it may well be a short one because there's not a great deal happening in the community race kind of community at the moment as far as what's happening here. We will have a roundup of the results from the weekend past Enduros over in New Zealand. We'll round that up as well, and then we'll kind of touch base with just a few rec things that are on the go at the moment. Guys, for future, if you have something going on, if you've got an event, a race event, or something involved which has got a jet ski theme to it, not if it's selling a ski or whatever, nah. There's plenty of sites for doing that. But I want to try and get the community stuff out there, which means I need people who watch or know of Jet Ski Republic to inform me as to what's going on. It's a lot of stuff going on, especially globally. And the reason we've got people like Stephen on tonight is because his group flashes up on my socials, and a few other groups as well. So, yeah, so let's crack on with the show. First up, we get Stephen on. So let me just flick over to our chat, and we'll go from there. Let's start this, and hopefully, Stephen's ready. Provided it starts. There we go. I assume everyone can hear me properly. So let's... Right, so Stephen, hopefully you're about to tune in, or you're in the waiting room. I can then add you. And now, why am I... Oh, yeah, okay. Now, there's probably going to be about 3 or 4 of me. Oh, here we go, that's all right. But the chances are, as soon as Stephen jumps on, it may well change. What the heck's that name? I've got to quiz him about that one. The Wolf of High Street. All right, let's find out what that's all about. Let's see what that nickname's about. Good evening,
Bruce.
Stephen. How are you, mate?
Give me a second just to adjust this volume.
Now, if you've got the live stream on as well as the Zoom call, you might be wise to kill the audio on the live stream.
No, I've just got the Zoom call on. We had an issue.
Listen, before we go any further, what's this name all about? The Wolf of High Street. What's that all about?
That's what I tried to change there, actually. I was branded this about 10 years back. Just
And you've had it all this time?
Yeah, I haven't used Zoom in a while. After
right, okay.
Lockdown was the last time we used it, and I just opened it and I said to the guys here, frig me, that name is still there to try.
When it popped up, I was thinking, who the heck's this? And then it's like, oh, it's got to be Stephen. He's the only one who's got the link. Who do we have with you then tonight?
So obviously myself, this is Paul Bailey. He would be one of the co-founders of Jetski Social.
Right.
We started it just at the start of the year there. So
okay.
This is Emily, my daughter, 13-year-old, which does a wee bit of jet skiing and trying to get her into it, but doesn't like the sea too much. So
Emily, come on, you've got to take advantage of it. It's freedom.
Yeah. She's just told me it's too cold.
Nah.
It's Northern Ireland. It's not going to get any warmer.
No, it won't. It won't. Yeah, we'd be pretty chilly up there.
Yeah. Well, we find it. Yeah, good days and bad days, but we find it all right.
Right.
We are like, I see me chiseling ice out of the gunnels of the ski and getting out. Yeah, we do this run with the guys up from the Irish Jet Ski Club. They do it every Christmas for a charity, the Foil Search and Rescue, and we all join in.
Nice one.
A few pounds in, and it obviously is December time, so I've seen me about an inch of ice chiseling it out of the gunnel of the ski. And
I don't know how I'd feel about that one.
Oh, grand. Grand. Getting the slipway and having to throw the salt on the slipway because we're just full of ice.
It's slippy at the best of times, never mind when it's got snow to contend or ice to contend with as well.
Yeah, it's grand. Grand, all weather skiers.
See, that's a phenomenon that we would never experience down here, is ice on the water. It's not...
Right. What would your coldest, what would your winter be?
Listen, it really depends. In Queensland, it's obviously a warmer climate up here. Down in Melbourne, I'd say autumn time would be similar to the autumns around the UK and Ireland. Down in Melbourne for a winter. Sometimes it can even be as cold as a UK winter down that way, because that's right to south.
Okay, I wouldn't have thought that. No.
Up our way, entirely different. Like we've got people that ride around in shorts and t-shirts in the winter here, in the waters around Queensland. Yeah, especially the further north you go.
Paul here would ride around in shorts and t-shirts in our winter.
Well,
there's always one. There's always one. It's an odd one here, Steve and Paul, because in the winter here, if you go out really early, like a lot of guys out here go, they're out on the water by 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning. But by midday, if you're all rugged up with the neoprene and stuff like that, and the dry, not the dry suits because you don't need them in Queensland. I know the guys down south, they wear dry suits. But if it's just your neoprene gear, like you're stripping it off by lunchtime. It's just starting to get too warm, So that's the difference here. But our summers are like people are just riding about in shorts and their PDFs, their life jackets. Yeah, it just gets too warm.
I experienced that maybe once or twice.
You were jet skiing where were you just recently?
Just over Bulgaria.
You got out, didn't you?
What's that, sorry?
You got out, didn't you? Did you go out on the water? Yeah.
Just out on the water, one of the rentals. Nice to get out. Emily and I went out.
How was that for you, Emily?
Good. That time it was warm.
Was that better? A little bit warmer?
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite different when you're in clear water. The temperature's a bit more than here.
Just a little bit.
It is different. But then again, as I said to Emily when we were out, it's just not your own ski.
Yeah, I know.
When it's your own ski, you know the feel of it. And obviously they're regulated as well by remote.
Yeah. We've got some rental companies here, mainly up at the Whitsundays, way up north and that, where they actually limit the skis. They can't go any faster than 50 k's. But we do have some jet ski companies down here that rent out, and they're basically like, if it's a 300 RXPX, you're good as gold. You can go. Right. But usually most of the people that are hiring them, they've got to have a license. Whereas the rental companies up north, they don't, you don't have to have a license to do it. That's why they're regulated.
Well, makes sense too.
Yep. How did you find it out there?
Pardon?
How did you find the jet skiing out there? Nice?
Yeah, the place I went to, it's not a usual place. Where the connection is, my wife's originally from Bulgaria. So Emily and the wife was out there for a few weeks, and I just nipped out for a week, juggling stuff with work and stuff. So I was able to nip out for a week. So I met up with them, and it was a different resort than I normally go to. So I didn't know these guys, and it was nice. A smaller beach, smaller cove. But it was nice to get out. And
I saw you were. I did see that you were quite well hydrated while you were out there.
Well, that goes without saying. It's a connection to the jet ski family. It's the second most important to the actual fuel that goes into the ski.
We all need fuel.
The fuel in the
Which one is more important? The fuel. Which fuel are we talking about?
Personally, need the fuel in you and the ski
fuel and human fuel.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Tell me about yourselves. What's your interest in jet skiing, and how long have you guys been doing it?
For myself, water. I attracted to water. I actually used to work when I was a kid in our Belfast Harbour on the tugboats. So that's where my attraction to the water came.
Right.
Done that for a while. Then boyhood dream to own a boat. So I took the dive about 10, 12 years back and bought a boat. Sorriest day of my life. Now trying to get rid of it, and it's killing me. But anyway, no, it was great having it. They say the two best days of a boat is the day you buy it and the day you sell it, which I can verify is true. Yeah, it's water sports. Have the kids out.
Do you find jet skiing more, dare I say, liberating than on a boat?
Different type of fun.
Yeah, the freedom to just kind of go out and explore.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Off the rack, but completely different. It's so easy. Like that boat is bigger. I mean, it's not a boat we can put on a trailer or anything. It has to stay in the marina, so it's a cruise. Yep. So even just fueling it, I mean, we don't have a fuel pontoon. We 20-litre drums all the time. So started skiing probably 2.5 years back.
Okay.
Always been a skiing on holiday.
Yep.
So I decided I'll buy a ski, and Yeah, first was a VXR, loved it.
Okay.
Had fun with it, done some mods to it, had
Slightly
more
more
fun.
than that, about 4 years ago.
3, 4 years probably. Aye, we'd be about 4 probably. And
Right.
then moved into Fax, the bigger one, about a year and a half ago. About a year and a half ago, the FX, and found it great fun. More steady. Do a lot of sea touring. We would be more like touring in the sea and
Now,
stuff. So,
apparently you've disappeared on the screen. I don't know why you've disappeared. Give me a
right.
second. I think I probably... No, someone's just indicated that you can't be seen on the screen. You were on the
Might
screen originally, but for some reason you're not on the screen now. So give me a second. Let me just
might
find
be
it.
a good thing.
No, that's not it. You were on there, I believe, originally, but for some reason you're not. Right, got the
Okay.
chat. 2 seconds, bear with me and I'll get it. I'll get it.
Yeah,
I'll
no
find it. I'll
worries.
find it. Paul, what's your Give me a second. What the heck? What's your background?
Well, always a bit of a water baby. Always sort of swimming, paddle boards, all stuff like that.
Yep,
Just before the COVID thing, cousin of mine was selling an older ski.
yep.
Great fun. We Yamaha Wave Blaster. Struggle to stay on it on my own, let alone two of us. So and sort of being out with the family and doing days out wasn't practical. So put it online for sale, and I went to Jet Products, local Yamaha dealer,
Yep.
where we know, and there was a brand new VX Cruiser, 3-seater, speakers, all the bells and whistles, and just went, that's for me. So, as I say, that's where the journey began, with getting out, exploring, doing a bit more than just laps of the lock as such,
Yep.
So, as I say, and then we sort of came together, different wee people. You meet up with different people on the slips, you start talking, and
Mhm.
you start doing different wee things together, and sort of had a social aspect of it as well, because you were going and
Yeah.
doing your thing, and maybe going for a beer, a wee bite to eat afterwards. So it sort of, it all spiraled from there. Everybody sort of came together, clicked, and
Mhm.
here we
Yep.
are today. So
Yep. Yep.
all good.
So what made you guys want to start the club?
Well, that. I was just actually going to nip in there. That's where Paul and I decided on this, not to have a club as such, but more to have a network for all clubs.
Yep.
Because of the social aspect of it, the amount of different walks of life that you meet on the slipway out in the
Yeah.
water,
Yep.
have some meetings and some runs. It's awesome. It's brilliant, and as I say, different walks of life right through, and are all great people. So we decided, you know what? It is more about networking, about getting together, and not only just on the water, but in our own workplace, we've connected and got different jobs through different people within the community of jet skiing, which is brilliant. So this is where the idea came up. Paul
Yep.
and I, so we'll try and make a network rather than a club, and it's just grew strength to strength.
Been working great for you guys, yeah.
Brilliant. It really is.
That's
The
awesome.
likes of contacting us from the other side of the globe, having an interest, and people near and far, like.
There we go.
Paul mentioned our main dealers here would be Jet Products for Yamaha, and Coastal Water Sports for Sea-Doo. So
Right, I've sorted out the screen now. I've got you guys on screen now, so we're all good. Nice one. All right. I've got the tech stuff all sorted out. Right, so I noticed you did the man
Lost you.
Isle of
We've
Man.
lost you now.
Yeah. Oh, you lost me now. Oh, Jesus God. Right. Okay. I'm not important. You guys are.
So what was that? What was the question?
Your
about the
Isle of Man trip. Your Isle of Man trip. I seen you did that one a couple of weeks ago. How was that? What sort of distance is that?
30 mile.
32,
Yep.
34.
I'm not too sure whether you've picked up on what we're doing this year, Bruce. We do this thing called the 12-24, which is basically 12 runs of 2024. We try to do them at the end of each month, and alternate them.
Yep.
One on a Saturday, one on a Sunday, to try and accommodate for all, because there's not many people can get off all the Saturdays or all the Sundays, so we'll try to alternate them.
Yeah.
So that was the 7th run of the 12 of 24, and
Yep.
we tried to do it. I'm sure you've heard of the Isle of Man TT.
Yes.
The bike race. We tried to do it that weekend, but unfortunately the winds and waters weren't with us. So at short notice, actually, we done the Enniskillen run, and still get great numbers too at short notice, which is brilliant. So we then tried it again there, and the weather was with us, and we were able to do it. And in fact, we got 21 jet skis for an open water sea run, which is amazing.
That's good.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And to have numbers and that amount of people doing a sea run, like, it just goes to show of how good it is, and the word that's out there of how the meetings are, how the runs are, and how great, how fun they are.
Yep. No, that's good. That's good. So, what number did you say you're at the moment, as far as out of the 12?
That was the 7th. Our next will be the 8th, which will be to Scotland from Carrickfergus. We actually haven't released that yet, but I suppose it's now released.
Are they going to let you in there?
Oh, good. Yeah.
Good enough before with the Harbour Master up in Port Patrick, so it's all good.
Yeah, that's what we try to do. Create a good rapport with all the local authorities.
Yep.
Radio in when we can, give them plenty of notice, let them know what's going on, give them a rough idea of how many skis and stuff. So it's good.
Yeah, it's good to build those bridges. Like we've kind of got a grasp of that now, because we had some issues with groups and stuff going out and just creating a bit of a marine hazard, because there was big groups. We were on one occasion, there was one group went out and there was like 50 odd skis and stuff in it, and one and it was a massive group. And I don't know if you've looked at the geography of our area and the broad, like we've got some narrow channels that go up inland, up to what we call Morton Bay, which then just opens up into a big expanse with a few islands around there. And just heading up that way, when people are coming down those channels in their boats and they see 50, 60 skis coming at them, they're like, oh, yeah, where are we going? So the feedback we were getting was like, guys, if you're going to go out in smaller, manageable groups, even if you split them and stagger the times that you leave, just to make it a bit more manageable. Because the feedback that we're also getting was large groups out in the bay, which was causing a hazard for the big ships coming into Brisbane. Yeah, because they couldn't see properly. They couldn't see. To them on the bridge of the ships, we were just a small speck, but loads of different speck, and they couldn't quite see who it was or what it was or where we were going. So it was a bit of a hazard. So the marine safety people kind of said, listen, try and manage it a bit better, just a bit more responsibility. So we kind of got on a grasp of that. So very much similar to what you guys are doing.
Yeah, I think you'll understand. You have a jet ski, you're branded as a sea rat straight away.
Exactly. Yeah, it's nice to know though that it's not just a phenomenon that's existing down here.
Yeah, it's worldwide. It's just a natural thing. But I get it also. You got the sea swimmers, anybody that's using the sea, especially the likes of the swimmers and stuff, they're more vulnerable.
Yeah.
But you do try to liaise with everyone. And there is genuine people that comes in our meets and our runs that genuinely
don't know the rules.
Don't know. And we just give them hints, tips, and whatever. And it's the best of our knowledge. I mean, we keep actually incorrect, but from what our experiences is, more so than anybody else's, probably.
Yep.
We try to share our own personal experience, and it does work. We do work with local. We have meetings with local marinas and harbours. In fact, just recently there we had a meeting with our closest one to us here, which would be Carrickfergus Marina, Mid and East Antrim Borough Council, and one of the harbour master had said, and it was a quote that I loved and shared with the guys. The best thing that happened to here was Jetski Social, and I was in awe of that. And I asked why, and I can't remember the exact figures of the year previous, but he says the amount of complaints of jet skis within the harbour was almost 30. And he says this year, the amount of jet ski use has tenfold, and they had one complaint.
That's good. Excellent. Nice one.
And it's simply because there's more use of the slipway, many people using it, and giving hints, tips, communication to people that genuinely aren't racing or donuts in the marine. They're not doing it on purpose, really. They just genuinely don't know, and they just need that way advice, and that lasts forever.
Walls, where you go, and it's helped.
So it's great, and that's what we want to try and do. We want to try and drop that tag of being a sea rat and let the swimmers know, let all the local authorities know, do you know what? This is a network of jet skiers that are using the water properly.
Yeah, trying to be responsible riders and be a responsible community. Exactly. I think that's universal. Definitely universal.
Yeah.
We're trying to do that. Like down our way, we've got so many different waterways that councils and authorities will start to shut down some of it. Like you can't jet ski on Sydney Harbour, for example.
Right.
But you can obviously jet ski elsewhere, which isn't really a problem. But the concern is that if they've done it at Sydney Harbour, where else could they potentially do it? You know, so that always plays in the back of the community's mind.
100%.
Yeah. Yep.
Changing that mindset, it's difficult to do, but the more that we can get involved and the more that we can sort of promote that. And again, might not be factually correct all the time, every time, but we're giving good advice on our past experience.
Yes, exactly. And that's all you can do. Just out of curiosity, go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
Sorry, each individual council and borough are going to have different local bylaws and regulations, so it is keep up with it all.
It is.
But the more a lot of our guys actually done the RYA proficiency course and hold their license for jet skis and stuff. So it's good to have the knowledge. I was just
going to wait to ask that. Do you guys have a license system, or is it a proficiency, or what?
You don't have to. It's called a RYA proficiency certificate as opposed to an actual license. It's within the UK, no one around the UK. So say a lot of I've got it. It's not obligatory, but we do try to push it on and advise people to do it because it is information. There's some small tips, hints, tricks, even just reversing your ski on the slipway. Yeah. It's really useful. Where you place your lanyard, your key, you strap it to your life jacket, not your wrist. It can slip off your wrist and your ski can still go. Things like that I would never know until I took this course. Yeah. I would put now lanyard on your life jacket.
I've actually got to admit, I've been jet skiing for over 10 years and I still put it on my wrist. But that's me. But that's me.
That's one point. I mean, it's PGM training. We would have a great discount with, and he would work alongside Jetski Social to give all our guys discount. So we pushed that, and it was a tip. It stuck in my head. He says, "Look," and he grabbed it and he just pulled it off his wrist. He says, "Your ski's still going. You're in the water."
Now you've planted that little nugget in my head. I'm probably going to think
simple
twice
things
about
that
it.
gotta make sense.
Yeah,
that you would
it does that. Yeah, very much so. All right.
And you can pull it off. Try it. You will be able to pull it off your wrist.
Definitely.
So
definitely.
Connect to the strap of the life vest now, and simple things like that. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing that you're sporting some rather nifty merchandise there. What are these available to the general public?
Absolutely. Yeah, the connection there is, this is my company is a branding company, so this is why we have easy access to embroidery, printing, hoodies, all that. This is my input into the network, and it's
Emily's in the back there trying to model it. She's trying to like look at my lovely hoodie.
I says to Emily this morning, now, if you're going on this podcast with Bruce, make sure you put your Jetski Social hoodie on. Really, Dad?
I'm just thinking, Emily, are you not meant to be at school? Or the school's off at the moment?
Still off for the break, the summer break. She starts tomorrow.
Ah, okay. I was going to say, school holidays seem to be getting longer every year.
Well, I think it's just different timings. I think it's still a period of around 6 weeks.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. You're looking forward to it, Emily? You looking forward to school?
Emotions.
I know she does. She enjoys
Okay.
it, which is good.
I'll bet you enjoyed going there just to hang out with your pals and your friends. But the school itself, Is that
It's
fair,
sometimes
fair to say? Okay. What's your favourite at school? Sorry, I'm going off track here. What's your favourite
All right.
subject at school?
I don't know. I quite like languages.
Okay, okay. I thought you'd be in art and kind of music or something like that, no?
I do like art and I do play the piano. But I
Ooh.
quite
Tickle the old ivories.
Multi-talented, she is.
Okay,
Thank
nice
you,
one.
Father.
Well, enjoy your day tomorrow.
Still cruise.
Bruce, can I ask you, what ski do you ride yourself?
I've
How's
got, at the moment, I'm riding a 2013 Kawasaki 300 LX.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's a supercharged one. I'm trying to sell it because I want to
Okay.
upgrade to a newer one.
So you were testing some of the Kawasaki's there.
I had, yeah, well, the local dealer here gave me a naturally aspirated 160 LX Kawasaki
Right.
for a week to try. And I like that. And I think if I can get rid of this one, that's the one I'll probably go for. Just purely because I'm not a racer. I prefer to just cruise.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's got a good range on it with this new one, this 160 LX. It's got a good range of mileage. So,
Right.
and it's got like I don't know if you've seen the new Kawasaki's, but they've got they've changed significantly from what they used to be like.
Yeah,
For the
well,
better. For the better.
this one was like it didn't do anything for 10 years. Isn't that right?
Yeah, they haven't done anything. Like it's still the same hull as what I've got at the moment, but just the engineering of the like on my one from a reverse, unlike Sea-Doo where you can just use the triggers, it's actually my current model is just it's a lever
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go reverse. Whereas
Yeah.
they've done away with that completely, and now you've got reverse on the trigger and neutral and stuff. It's just so much better, and
The
it's so
LED lights at
seamless.
the front.
Sorry.
The LED lights at the front.
It does. I'm not sure why that's there, but there'll be a reason for it. I do know that they've patented a bunch of ideas, which ties in with some of the features on the ski, which includes the rear camera. And
Right, okay.
And it's all around like GPS. If you carry a little monitor on you as a skier, as a rider, and one of the ideas is that if you fall off, it will circle round you. It'll come back and it'll circle round you on its own. So it's one of the features that they've patented, but they've patented something like 20 odd patents, which are all tied into some of the tech that they've got in their new model at the moment. So they're still working
Right,
on all
okay.
that. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with it. But it's more
Yeah.
about, for me, it's more about just the cruising, just doing rec rides. It's not about the speed.
Yeah.
Like some of my friends, they do rides and rec rides, and they're traveling in groups at like 70, 80 kilometers an hour. And I'm like, nah, that's not for me. You're watching the world go by too fast. You know, you're missing too
Sorry
much.
to have a bit of speed now and again, but for the longer runs, no, I like my comfort.
Yeah, I'm like that as well. But Stephen, like the argument is, it's fuel efficient when you hit a certain speed. If you keep it at certain revs, there's that kind of argument that goes on as well. But if it's more about fuel efficiency, then you're missing the world around you. That's my view.
Well, I don't know about fuel efficiency at 70 mile an hour though.
No, I wouldn't think. I don't know. They argue that it is, but well,
I don't think the argument's there, to be honest. 70 mile an hour, you'll not be too long seeing me.
You guys will not be able to do that out on the open water. It'd be too choppy.
To be honest, actually, incidentally, the Isle of Man run, the first time we done that was about 2 years back, was it? Last year.
Yeah.
It was like glass the whole way there and the
Yeah.
whole way back. It was unbelievable.
It's hit
So-
and miss, eh? Sometimes you get a cracking day, other times you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's out in the water, like the Irish Sea. I mean, you would never imagine you would have got that. Inland, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5 mile out,
Yep.
but not get out in the open.
Not when you're right
And
out in the open. Yeah, it's very, very rare. It is.
it was on the
Do you do any inland runs?
oh god, it's Sunday there. I'm not too sure. Have you been to Northern Ireland before, Bruce?
I haven't actually, mate.
Right,
Obviously, I know
okay.
where it is because it's on my old doorstep. But
Yeah.
I'm well
Yeah.
aware of it. But no, I haven't actually been to Northern Ireland. I've been to Southern Ireland.
There's a place there for Fermanagh and Enniskillen, Loch Earn. We would do. It's more of a half and half, like a half river run, and then it leads into open water, like a big lake, if you wish,
Okay.
which is good.
That'd be
Sunday
nice.
there.
Sounds nice. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
lovely.
and it's probably about, I don't know, 15 mile of river run, and then another 15 mile would it be of
Open low.
open lake. So yeah, good. And there's a place we go to called Ross Harbour.
Yeah.
Which accommodate jet skis. They have some pontoons and stuff. They're a smashing place, brilliant place. Food's great, beer's great.
Well, I was just going to wait to say you've obviously got to make sure that the food's good, and obviously
Fuel pump is possible, is it? Human fuel pump. So obligatory.
Emily's like, yep, okay, whatever. All right, listen, I'll let you guys go. For everybody that's watching, and when you're watching it now or when you watch it back, guys, go to Jetski SocialNI Facebook page. You're on Instagram as well, aren't you?
We are indeed, yeah.
Yeah,
Instagram,
TikTok.
TikTok.
If you fancy a bit of this fancy merchandise, especially the hoodie that's been modelled by that lovely lady at the back, Emily, drop a message to the group, and I'm pretty sure we'll sort you out.
Yep, all the merchandise. Actually, we are working on new merchandise over the next probably month. It'll be, our website is stagnant. It is live, but it is stagnant. No content on it.
Yep.
So all the merchandise, everything will be available for sale on the website. Hoodies, caps, snoods, key rings, loads of stuff available.
Listen,
So
if you do a
hit us-
bucket hat, let me know. I'll take one from you. I love my bucket hat.
Whereas Paul had mentioned to me, we should have actually sent it, because that's what we do. We that's what my company is actually, Bruce. My company's copyright, and that's what we do. We do all the branding for garments and stuff. And thankfully we can have that connection. But we would hand out some free hats and stuff to new members and on the runs that come along.
Man, listen, I'm happy to pay. I'm happy to pay my cost. Pay the
Well,
cost towards it, help the club.
Send me a message, Bruce. We'll send you some goodie bag with some merch, and be grateful for some of your
Cool.
podcasts.
All right,
wearing
okay. What I'll maybe do then is, if you're going to send something over, is I might offer it as a prize on the show.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Offer it as a
That'd be a
prize
good
on the
idea.
show. Well, I'll do something like that. Okay. Listen, before you guys go, do you want to have a shout out to the people that your nearest and dearest and your supporters?
Well, nearest and dearest is each and every single member that's came along, supported us on the way, joined the Facebook page, TikTok page, the Instagram, and moreover, come along at our meetings. It's just brilliant. It's amazing. Every single one of them. Just thanks to everyone.
Cool. Nice one. Okay, I'll let you guys go. Thank you very much for your time. I know we've been trying it for a couple of weeks to get it lined up, so
Yeah,
it's a pleasure.
finally.
All right, cool. Nice one.
On to
Emily,
the next.
enjoy yourself tomorrow.
Cheers, Bruce.
All the
Okay.
best, guys. Take care. See you later. So there we go. Nice catch up. Steve, Paul, Emily, thanks for that one. Pleasure. Nice to get people on from other parts of the world. Yeah, 2 seconds. Yeah, always nice to get new people on, and especially when they're from other parts of the world. It just shows the community stretches far and wide, and yeah, it's really, really nice to catch up with these guys and see what they're all about and what they get up to as well. So, guys, check out their website, check out their Facebook page, check out their socials on Instagram and on TikTok as well. Jetski SocialNI, okay? And drop them a line if you fancy some of their merchandise as well. So, thanks again, guys. All right, now let's move on. Okay, now let me get through this one. Dave's online. Dave Vernal's online, so he'll probably correct me if I get this wrong. Last weekend they had the round 2 of their Winter Series Enduro, and the race results are here. Now R1, I know it's up here up top, I believe is the... Is that the open skis? Dave, can you help me out here? Is that the open skis? R1 class, runabout GP1? I think it is. I may well be wrong. I know Dave's in the R3 class, and I would assume that's a naturally aspirated class. Alright, so anyway, no skips took out the overall. Yep, okay, cool, that's fine. So open class, no skips. Richie Ryder, Sean Cresswell, first, second and third. Noah cleaning up there. And Charlie Hartley and Tommy skips. Now, obviously Noah's dad. Round 2. Now, what class is that? What would be equivalent here, Dave, if you can help me out? Now, we've got the open... Not sure what that one would be. See if Dave can help me out here. This confuses me all the time. Every time I look at it, I can never make head nor tail of it. So he's R4. I would assume is like a rec light class. Rocky Elmers is R4, and James Martin, and then obviously we've got some stand-up skis as well. Simon Meadowcroft, Gabriel Dunningham, Claire Elmers, and Tommy Cahill. I think Dave's nodded off. But I think I've maybe got the classes right. So happy to be right. Supercharged stock. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong message. Oh, it just came through now. Okay, slightly modified R2. Right. Okay, supercharged stock. Got ya. All right, that makes sense now. All right, cool. Nice one. All right, so that's their round. It happened at the weekend. Their next round is in October. Stump Bay, 13th of October. Get along, help out, join the race, and sure the guys will be happy to have you on board. I believe, Dave, you might be able to correct me again. I believe you had a reasonably decent support and turnout as far as people coming to watch and support. So that's a nice healthy result if that's the case. And so that's Jet Ski Racing New Zealand. Let's get rid of those. Let's go Wellington Jet Sport Club. Summer Series is up. Let's share that with you. Either November the 2nd or the 9th is the 25th Cook Strait Crossing. It's still to be confirmed. If you're interested and you're down that way, drop them a message. November 17th, December 15th is round 1 and 2 of the Summer Fun Series. This round 2 is a Christmas themed one. That would be interesting to see. And then the North Island Championships, where the venue still to be confirmed, is in February the 1st and 2nd. And then the third round of the Summer Fun Series concludes on April the 13th. So a little bit of a head notice. It's still a few months away for round 1 and 2. Chance to be an excellent considering the economic climate. We all chewed 3 tanks of gas for 3 races on Sunday. Woo! Wow. Okay, plenty of fuel. You guys are needing to invest in a... You guys are needing to invest in a oil refinery or something like that just to keep yourselves going. But well done, guys. Well done for the commitment and the effort from putting yourself in the race. And and well done to everyone else that's involved in organising and those that went along to support. So congratulations on that one. Obviously, Queensland, we've got round 4, the concluding round at Bells Beach. Entries are still open until midnight next Wednesday. There's still heaps of positions up for grabs. There's a battle going on. There is a video that's on the Jet Ski Republic page and QPWC page, which shows you and highlights the positions. In fact, if you give me 2 seconds, I can actually play that one up. Let me just find it. There we go. So I hope you guys can see that. I've got an issue with my feed. I'm assuming everybody's getting the feed okay. I have fresh chat. Yep, okay, cool. All good now. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, sorry, I had to refresh the page because my streaming service is just kind of froze on me. So there's the rounds, as you can see. Still a few positions up for grabs. And yeah, it's going to be keen. I know there's some people can't make it, which is unfortunate. But yeah, as far as the main positions, like Matt and Peter Grant, for example, in the amateur runabouts, they it's really close with them. So it's going to be interesting to see how that finishes out. So there's Matt and Peter there. They're locked on points in the Enduro class. And then there's a few other positions up for grabs as well. So yeah, it's going to be a cracking day's event and a lot up for grabs. It can change on that day and it all comes down to this last day. So let's finish this one on a high. And yeah, and then let's build for 2025. So a lot going on. And I'm keen to see how it all plays out. So that's that one. Remember, get your entries in. Even like this is the thing as well. Although it's round 4 and there's a lot of positions up for grabs, it's still to be determined and confirmed and won. If you've never raced before and you're still thinking about doing it, or you've raced in the past and you've maybe been out of the loop for a year or two, then come back in and try it. Just have that one event and give it a go and see how you get on. There's a beginner's class, there's a ladies class, and if you're the more experienced, that you've done a bit of racing before in the last year or two, then you can obviously maybe jump into some of the other classes as well. So there's still heaps of space available for those that are thinking about it. Don't think about it. Please just do it. And then we'll all see you all there and let's make the last weekend of the year the best weekend. Okay, so that's that one. Let's go wreck ride. Now, this weekend, Jake's page, excuse these little pop-ups. Jake's got a ride coming up. I don't know how he's still got to fill it. Go to the Jetski Jake page, Jetski Jake family page, and he has a ride coming up on Saturday, 7th of September. And I don't know if it's a morning ride. I'm assuming it's a morning ride. But maybe I'm missing it somewhere. Perhaps somebody who's online can maybe confirm. Maybe they can confirm what time this departs at. I don't see the time there. So, kind of a beginner's thing. It's based on those that are lesser experienced out there doing a few things. Well, as you can see with the list of people that are there, there's obviously riders and their kids and wives and whatever, loved ones with them. So it's more of an educational ride, just to expose the riders and their families to the joy of jet ski riding, but in a safe and controlled environment. So that's the whole idea of this one. So guys, if you're interested in this one and you've not got much experience with riding with your kids on the back or your wife on the back, definitely give this one a look and go to the Jetski Jake family page and ask to put your name down. All right. So I think that's pretty much that one. Oh, yeah, there's the other one. I knew there was another one there somewhere. Friday, it's a Gold Coast weekend. It's a Gold Coast Eka Holidays, which is the show day. And obviously the guys are looking for riders. 10:30 Tallowood boat ramp. It's a ride down to the show and obviously a ride down from that ramp and a chance to go into the show for a period of time. So bring a change of clothes again. Go to the Jetski Jake family page and yeah, join that one if that's what you're keen. If that's what you're interested in, then by all means go ahead and sign up for that one. So there's 2 pop-up rides, Friday and Saturday. Touch base with the guys, especially with this first one here for the start time for that particular activity. Alright, that's Jetski Jake. the Jet Ski Riders Gold Coast page. Give me these pop-ups again. There's been quiet here again. There hasn't been a great deal going on there. A couple of bits and pieces being sold. Apparently the 2025 Sea-Doo Spark Trix has landed in Australia, and it's going to be a question of who gets theirs first. So yeah, interesting to see who gets their Spark first. What else do we have? Now, one question that came up here from Karen Jenkins, looking for suggestions. Best area to take skis over to Tangalooma. They live in Vicky Point. They've done it before, but they wanted to try a quicker and shorter trip. Karen, to be honest, you're best looking at either from Vicky Point, or your alternative would be Cleveland Boat Ramp. And really, it's just from Cleveland Boat Ramp, as soon as you get out into the channel, it's just a straight dive right across to the sand dunes, and that'll take you right there. So that would be your quickest. Otherwise, you're jumping in the car, taking the trailer and your ski down to, wherever, on a bigger trip. Like the logical one would be Scarborough or Bribie, not Bribie, Spinnaker ramp on the mainland side, overlooking Bribie. They would be the straightforward ones, because you get to the ramp, put in, and you just head straight over. And if you get a really good day in flat water, or reasonably flat water, you can do it pretty quick. You could do it probably in about 20-25 minutes on a really nice day, from either of those two. But if you don't want to do the drive up, then I would suggest trying Cleveland Boat Ramp. And if you're actually going on your own, I'd suggest try and find some other like-minded riders and that want to do the same trip, and then you can go as a group. Once you know your way there and you've got familiar with it, like I always maintain, try and go in numbers. It's safe. Anything happens to your ski while you're out on the water, whether it be out in the open or in the mainland or around the island, you've always got somebody to back it up and help you out, even if it means being towed back. So yeah, do it in numbers. But guys, if anybody's planning on doing a trip over to Tangalooma, feel free to give these guys input, and give Karen an input, and leave a comment on that page, in that comment, sorry. And yeah, so let's help each other. Yeah, the winds are looking a bit. The winds for this weekend are looking a bit indifferent over the bay. I think it's going to be highs and lows, so it'll be interesting to see how that impacts the water. But take your time. If it's a little bit choppy, just take your time. All right, so that's that. That's jet ski. Let's go close here. Have I missed anything? I don't think I have. On the Jet Ski Republic page, guys, if you want to go to there, and my suggestion, where this picture is, this is a picture I took up the northern tip of Morton Island, and if you've got a cracking jet ski picture, post it in the comments here, okay? Post it in the comments, and yeah, post it in the comments here. Leave me the picture, and I would love to share it with those that are tuning in. Well, it doesn't matter where you're from, as long as it's a good water shot and the skis out on the water, or a video. If it's a big video, you can send me a Dropbox link or a Google Drive link. I can download it and I can share it on the show. So yeah, happy to share as much as possible. And good evening, Jamie, Charlie, good evening, Peter, good evening, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Oh, virtual freestyle, guys, entries are still open for the virtual freestyle in the UK. Online competition, freestyle event, stand-up skis. There are 800cc class, a 1200cc class, I believe, if I remember off the top of my head. Jump to the virtual freestyle page and find out all the details. The closing date is this weekend for your entry, and then you've got 2 weeks after that to put your video together and get it filmed and then submit it for the judges to view. It is a global competition. It's a great opportunity for the wider community to come together in one big competition. Yes, it's online, but it is being judged by an international panel of 5 judges, including Australia's Michael Ratty from Pro Rider magazine. So, yeah, by all means, go to the virtual freestyle page and jump on. And there's Paul. We had Paul on last week. So there's the page that you're looking for, and he's obviously they're looking to get as many entries in as possible. So if you could do that, and if you're keen to try it, especially the Aussies, especially the Kiwis, it'd be great if we could have a representation from down under. I'm not sure if Bailey Cunningham's doing it. I know he's done it in the past, but I haven't heard anything to say he is doing it. But it'd be great if we can get some others. Alex Young said he might do it. Fingers crossed, he maybe does. It'd be great to see how he gets on. So there you go. That's that one. Came across this poor boy. This one came up on the socials the other day. Imagine falling asleep on a Yamaha. I'm not sure. Like, there'll be plenty of comments about that one, about who's doing what. You know, oh, it's a Yamaha, blah blah, all that kind of stuff. I thought it was pretty funny. Poor boy, but yeah, good one. All right, so that's pretty much it. On the VGSBA, one final thing. VGSBA, looking for members, sign up. They're looking to start community club, get the club up and running with a bigger membership base, and then they can start planning competitions and race events, all that kind of stuff. The dilemma that clubs have is if they've got a small membership base, it is really, really difficult to plan the year out as far as events are concerned, simply because it's an unknown number. Do you commit to organising something if you've only got 15 or 20 members? Because it's a big commitment from the organisers. It's a big financial obligation to it as well. And the last thing they need is to go and put all these things in place for the riders themselves to not show up, to not take part in it. So, guys, if you're interested, if you're keen to get racing and competing, even if it's just recreation, just easy going, you don't want to take it too seriously, you just want the fun of doing it, the club's there to help you. All right, the club wants to. Those are the kind of members they want as well as the serious riders. Always happy to take the rec riders. So, the more the merrier. All right. So that's the VGSBA, Victorian Jetski PWC Association. Jump on board, help them out, and yeah, join up. Okay, that's us for this week. Let me just close that one. And yeah, so that's us. Now this, I've got one final video to finish off the evening. Mon Durand put up a new video recently from the Wet Sundays. For any of our Northern Ireland friends who are tuning in and watching the show, this is what the Wet Sundays, part of the Wet Sundays looks like. Offshore as well as inland as well, but primarily offshore where the barrier reef and that is. So I'm going to leave this video with you. It runs for a few minutes. Enjoy the beauty of it. It's a really, really nice video. Mon Durand, look him up on YouTube. He's got some other great looking videos as well. So guys, whatever you're up to over the weekend and the next week or whatever, have a great time. Be safe. Look after each other. But most importantly, have fun. All right. Take care.
Look, LA is a mission right now, we just hit the road. Girl, my loving is just something that I know you can't control. Look, you could try to defy some rules, cause I wanna be wrong, girl, wanna be proved. So hold your love and your truth. Oh, cause there's no one like you. She moves like a damn angel. You can't understand how you gonna let her go. try to find some sense of it. But baby, you should know that there's just not an end to it. So hold your love, your true, babe. Hold your true, 'cause there's no one like you. She moves like a damn angel. You can't understand how you're gonna let her go. She moves like a damn angel. You can't understand how you're gonna let her go. She moves like a damn angel. You can't understand how you're gonna let her go. She moves like a damn angel. You can't understand how you're gonna let her go. LA is a mission right now, we just do these shows. I've been loved up, I've been fucked up, girl, I'm better off alone. Can't try to find some sense of it. But baby, you should know